In the world of gaming, luck will always play a huge role regardless of the genre. In Smash, you have a character who has a luck gimmick built into his entire playstyle. In Overcooked, you have to hope that obstacles don't get in your way as you try to deliver food on time. In Baldur's Gate, everything you do is dependent on how you roll the dice. But none of those examples are super reliant on luck. Yes, you need it, but you have ways to mitigate that reliance on it. But not every game is like that. Not every game gives you the chance to rely on skill instead. Not every game is Unfair Flips. Unfair Flips is a very simple game about coin flipping. That's literally all it is. You just sit there and press the flip button over and over again until you land on heads. Now you might be thinking to yourself, why would I make an entire video on a game that seemingly has nothing going for it? Well, I asked myself that too. I want to 100% complete as many games as I can this year, and I thought this would be a free one to add to the list. Oh, how wrong I was. Let me break down just how this game works. So as you might have guessed, it involves flipping a coin, and the goal of the game is to flip your coin on heads 10 times in a row, and you're provided upgrades to increase those odds. Like how you can upgrade your head's chance from 20% all the way to 60%, increase the flipping speed to less than a second, and that's pretty much it actually. The other two upgrades just allow you to get more money for the upgrades that actually matter. Now remember when I said that your goal is to flip the coin on heads 10 times in a row? I hope so, I said that like 10 seconds ago. You're not guaranteed to land on heads on the 10th consecutive flip. It is a 10% chance of happening. That's because it's considered one of the game's 5 endings, each with their own percent chance of taking place. The highest being at 30%, the other 3 at 20% respectively, and the rarest one being the 10th heads flip. And every time you get an ending, you have to start from the beginning again. Did you upgrade all the way to 60%? Well, too bad. Have fun getting all the way to that point again. And on top of all of that, you have the chance of stumbling upon repeat endings. You could get the 30% ending 8 times without ever seeing its 10% counterpart. That's the risk you take when trying to complete unfair flips. So with all of that said, and assuming you have the best chance at 60%, you have to land the coin on heads 9 times in a row, not land on tails for the final flip, which would be 40%, and the game will randomly choose one of the 5 endings for you to get since you technically won the coin toss. I don't really want to do the math on that, but looking at it, I can at least say that it isn't high. I mean, knowing how unlucky I am, the chances of me ever getting the rarest ending are almost... Oh. Oh. What? Now what? Good job. Thanks. Is this an end? Oh wait. Oh, that was the rarest one! I'm so fucking goated. I'm like actually so good at this game, dude. Okay, well, I wasn't really expecting to get that out of the way so soon, but thankfully I got really lucky there because it took about an hour to reach that point. And at that time, I didn't know everything got reset, so I thought I'd get this done in less than 2 hours. You start from the beginning? Yeah, I'm going to bed. At that moment, it dawned on me just how big of a task I took on. So I set out a plan. Every day, I would do at least one entire run until I got an ending. It doesn't matter if it's new or not, I just needed to get it done. So with the 10% ending out of the way so soon, I decided to end on a high note for day 1 and wake up later to see which other endings I can get. And that was all a lie because I severely underestimated just how addicting coin flipping can be. Maybe if I can land on heads one more time I will continue a streak. Maybe if I just flip it again I'll get a new ending. Maybe if I go to the casino and spend my entire life savings I can make it big. Safe to say that I clocked in a few more runs for that night. And hey, it paid off. I was able to get 2 more. Please? Oh! Land the coin on its side, 20% chance. Okay. I was on a streak. That's 3 different endings all in a row. All I needed was 2 more and I could delete this game and never think about it again. Please, all it takes is a 20% chance for me to see a brand new achievement. And that's when it all came crashing down. I realized that it's not that easy. My fate was entirely in the hands of probability. There's no guarantee that I'll ever get those two endings. I mean, the developer makes sure you know that. Humans have a strange relationship to probability, even when presented with completely truthful odds. As you can see in the top left of the screen, yeah. People still want to believe in some trick. It's weighted! So, will I really see this through? You absolutely bet I will, because gamblers never quit. The next run I land on that extra 20% chance ending. What the? That's a new ending. Is it? It landed on its side. I don't know if that's new or not. It is! Say hello to an old friend. Get egg bugged. Sure. Total flips 9/11! An hour later, I'm met with disaster as I land on heads again, which, might I say, is really lucky that I got the 10th flip twice in 6 runs. But that's fine. Who cares if I lost a 20% chance there? We simply go again. And as I reached my maxed out upgrades, flipping over and over again, hoping for a longer streak than 3, sweat covering my brow, all I could do was pray that this was the one. Wait! Oh, wait. Oh my god. Yes. Oh my god, thank god. Dude, that was my longest one, bro. I've been sitting here for a minute. 3,283. Oh, get me out of here. Get me out of here. Oh, it's done. I feared for this. I thought it would take me way more than 8 hours. I did it. At 8 hours clocked in, an entire work shift of coin flipping, I finally got that last ending. And if there's one thing I got out of this, it's to never play this game again. But if there's another thing to get out of this, it's to never give up. The chances may be stacked against you. You may get tails 10 times in a row before ever landing on heads. But all it takes is one good streak and a hard head to make it to the end. With that, this has been Unfair Flips. And if you enjoyed this video, consider liking and subscribing. This is the first time I ever made a video like this, so if you want to see more like it, let me know. And I left the link to the game in the description below if you want to try it out for yourself. And hopefully, you're able to land on heads too.